So good morning, students. So today we will discuss some more properties. Those are conjugate and conjugate symmetry. One of the important property that is Parseval's theorem and initial value theorem and final value theorem. So after completing the properties, we'll go for applying the Laplace transform for the basic signals. Those are impulse signal, unit step, unit ramp, okay, parabolic, sine, okay. So applying the Laplace transform for the basic signals, okay. So 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 first of all, so first of all, I want to explain this property. So this is conjugate symmetry. Conjugate and conjugate 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 symmetry property. So this conjugate or conjugate symmetry property says, so first conjugate property. So the conjugate property says if uh, Laplace transform, that means x1 of t is having the Laplace transform x1 of s, then x star of t, okay, x star of t. So this is nothing but conjugate Laplace transform is x star s star. So if you apply the Laplace transform for above signal, above x star of t, so you will get x star s star of t. Okay, so you need to prove this one. Okay, so proof if you see, so you know the Laplace transform of x of t. So what is Laplace transform of x of t? Integration minus infinity to infinity x of t into e power minus ht dt. Okay, so this is equal to so what is means Laplace transform of x star of t is equal to how much? So that is Laplace transform of x star of t into e power minus ht dt. Okay, so if you write in order, so that means you are getting x of t. So if you apply uh, whole conjugate, that means conjugate of conjugate is nothing but the real value. So that means e power minus s star of t dt again whole star. So like this you can write, no. So if you apply conjugate for this one, you will get x star of t. Again conjugate of this s star, s conjugate whole conjugate is nothing but s itself you will get. Okay. So that means this is equal to what? Integration minus infinity infinity x of t e power minus s star of t, okay, star of t whole complement, okay, star of t whole complement. So this I can write as x of, so whatever the value present in the s, that you will get in this bracket. Okay, so you have s star. Okay, so that means this is nothing but s x of s star, okay, again whole star, whole conjugate. Okay, s of s conjugate and whole conjugate. Okay, so this is equal to what? This is equal to, if you apply x conjugate and s conjugate. Okay, so that means Laplace transform of x star of t. So x conjugate of t. So what you got? X conjugate and s star x conjugate. Okay, so that means so if you apply the Laplace transform of x conjugate, you are getting x conjugate and s conjugate. Okay, so this is how you can find out the Laplace transform. Okay, now conjugate, is it okay? So had you understood this property? Conjugate, so that means conjugate property. Okay, so next is symmetric property. Conjugate symmetric property. Okay, so conjugate conjugate symmetry property. Okay, so conjugate symmetry property says that uh, so from the that means you need to prove you need to prove x of s is x of x conjugate s star conjugate. Okay, so you need to prove this one. Okay, so x of s equal to uh, uh, x star x conjugate and s star s conjugate. Okay, so now so from the definition, so x of s star equal to what? uh, equal to so integration minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus x conjugate of t dt. Okay, so that means whatever the value present in a here in this bracket, that is s conjugate is there, we will get s conjugate. Okay, now taking conjugate conjugate on both sides. So if you take the conjugate on both sides, so what you are getting? So we get x conjugate of s conjugate, that is equal to, so integration minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus s conjugate of t dt. Okay, whole conjugate. So what you did, you applied the conjugate on both sides. Okay, so this is equal to what? Integration minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus s conjugate again whole conjugate t into dt. Okay, so as I told you, s conjugate and whole conjugate, so s conjugate whole conjugate equal to how much? The real value s itself. Okay, so that means this is equal to what? Integration minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus st dt. Okay, so this is equal to what? This is equal to x of s. Okay, so that means so you calculated the Laplace transform, that means x conjugate s conjugate. So what you got? This is equal to x of s. Okay, so this is nothing but the property of conjugate symmetry property. So one is a conjugate property. Okay, first one is conjugate property and next one is conjugate symmetry property. Okay, so this is how you have to prove the conjugate property and conjugate symmetric property. Okay, uh, so next property. So if you see Parseval's theorem. Okay, so this is one of the important you can expect in the final exam. So very important theorem. Okay, so Parseval's. So this is Parseval's theorem. Parseval's theorem or relation or property. Okay, so that means you can say this one is Parseval's theorem or Parseval's relation or Parseval's property. Okay, so Parseval's theorem states that if x1 of t is having the Laplace transform x1 of s, okay, and x2 of t is having the Laplace transform x2 of s, okay, then integration minus infinity to infinity x1 of t x2 conjugate of t. Okay, x1 of t into x2 conjugate of t dt equal to what? So this is having the Laplace transform 1 by 2 pi j integration sigma minus j infinity sigma plus j infinity x1 of s x2 star of minus s star. Okay, x2 conjugate of minus s conjugate into ds. Okay, so for complex values of x1 of t and x2 of t. Okay, so for complex values of x1 of t and x2 of t. Okay, so for complex values of x1 of t and x2 of t, so you need to prove this one. So integration minus infinity to infinity x1 of t x2 conjugate of t dt equal to Laplace transform of 1 by 2 pi j integration sigma minus j infinity to sigma plus j infinity x1 of s into x2 conjugate of minus s conjugate into ds. Okay, so into ds you have to prove. Okay, this you have to prove. So proof. So we'll see the proof. So proof. So we have the inverse Laplace transform. So uh, what is the formula for inverse Laplace transform? Let us consider the signal x1 of t. So 1 by 2 pi j, 1 by 2 pi j sigma integration sigma minus j infinity sigma plus j infinity x1 of s into e power st into ds. Okay, so this is the basic formula for the inverse Laplace transform. Okay, now take LHS. Okay, take LHS. So what is LHS? So LHS equal to integration minus infinity to infinity x1 of t x2 conjugate of t into dt. Okay, so this is equal to what? Means substitute whatever the formula of x1 of t, inverse Laplace transform formula is there, no? Substitute in this equation. So what you are getting? Integration minus infinity to infinity. So 1 by 2 pi j, 1 by 2 pi j integration sigma minus j infinity sigma plus j infinity x1 of s e power st into ds. Okay, so this is x1 of t. Okay, x1 of t, x2 star of t into dt. Okay, so just substituted whatever the value x1 of t in terms of inverse Laplace transform. Okay, so next what you should do, you have to interchange the integration. Okay, order of integration. Okay, so interchange the order of integration. Okay, so order of integration, if you interchange, so what you are getting? 1 by 2 pi j. Okay, so 1 by 2 pi j sigma minus j infinity sigma plus j infinity x1 of s x1 of s again integration minus infinity to infinity x2 star of t h2 star of t e power st dt. Okay, dt into ds. Okay, so so this one you can write 1 by 2 pi j integration sigma minus j infinity sigma plus j infinity x1 of, so this is x1 of s, so this is x1 of s integration minus infinity to infinity. So this you can write as um, x2 of t x2 of t into e power minus of s star of t dt whole ds. Okay, so if you remove the conjugate, that conjugate you can write over here, and s you can write as minus of minus s. Okay, so minus of minus s. Okay, again whole conjugate, so whole conjugate. So like this you can write. So that means this conjugate. So when you apply the conjugate over this x2 of t, you will get x2 star of t. Again conjugate of conjugate means you are getting s itself. Again you can write minus of minus. So that becomes plus. Okay. So this value I can write like this. Okay, I can write like this. So next what you are getting? So so 1 by 2 pi j integration sigma minus j infinity sigma plus j infinity x1 of s into this one you can write as this is same as like a Laplace transform, no? So Laplace transform of x2 uh, x2 minus s star. Okay, in terms of here whatever the value is there, that will come into the bracket, again whole complement. Okay, into ds. Okay, so this is equal to what you can write. So 1 by 2 pi j, 1 by 2 pi j. So you got the same value, no? So this is equal to, if you see Parseval's theorem, so whole complement is there, no? So you can write so integration sigma minus j infinity, sigma plus j infinity, x1 of s, x2 star of minus s star into ds. Okay, so that means so what you calculated, that means integration minus infinity to infinity, x1 of t, and x2 star of the x2 complement of t dt. So what you got? This one. So 1 by 2 pi j, 1 by 2 pi j sigma minus j infinity into sigma plus j infinity, x1 of s into x2 complement, that means conjugate, x2 conjugate of minus s conjugate into ds. Okay, so this is the proof for the Parseval's theorem. Okay, so this is a proof for the Parseval's theorem. Okay, is there any doubts in this Parseval's theorem? Can you respond? Students, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. One second. So next theorems, we'll see two theorems. Those are initial value theorem and final value theorem. Okay. So first is initial value theorem. Initial value theorem. Initial value theorem. So initial value theorem says that so this is the means x of t and its derivative are Laplace transformable. Okay, x of t and its derivative, its derivative are Laplace transformable. Okay, so that means so if x of t and its derivative are Laplace transformable, then then limit t tends to 0, x of t equal to limit s tends to 0, s into x of s. Okay, s into x of s. So you need to prove this one. So that means when limit t tends to 0, x of t equal to limit x tends to 0, s into x of s. So that means that is you can write like this: x of 0 equal to limit t tends to 0, x of t equal to sorry, this one is limit s tends to infinity. So limit s tends to infinity, s into x of s. Okay, s into x of s. So this is one of the important property. So when x of t and its derivative are Laplace transformable, then x of 0 equal to limit t tends to 0, x of t, that is equal to limit s tends to infinity, s into x of s. Okay, so now you need to prove this one. Okay, so you need to prove this one. Okay, proof. Okay, so you know that Laplace transform of dx of t by dt. Okay, so dx of t by dt equal to what? S into x of s minus x of 0. So from the property of derivative, so Laplace transform of dx of t by dt equal to s into x of s, x into s of s minus x of 0. Okay, now taking the limits from s tends to infinity on both sides. Okay, so taking the limits 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 from s tends to infinity on both sides. Okay, so taking the limits as s tends to infinity on both sides, so what you will get, limit s tends to infinity, so Laplace transform of dx of t by dt. Okay, that is equal to limit s tends to infinity, s into x of s minus x of 0, okay. So limit s tends to infinity, apply Laplace transform, so that is from 0 to infinity. So let us consider the given signal is causal, so dx of t by dt, e power minus ht dt equal to limit s tends to infinity, s into x of s minus x of 0. Okay, x of 0. uh, now interchange the limits, so that means if you apply the limits inside, so what you are getting, integration 0 to infinity dx of t by dt, limit s tends to infinity, e power minus ht, okay, so into dt, so this is equal to limit s tends to infinity, s into x of s minus x of 0. Okay, so uh, if you apply the limits, what you are getting? So limit s tends to infinity, e power minus st. So this is equal to what? E power minus infinity. So this is 1 by e power infinity. So this is 1 by infinity. So what you are getting? 0. Okay. So the total overall value becomes 0. Okay. So that means 0 equal to, is it okay? Just means I applied the limits, so I calculated this value. This value becomes 0. 0 into something is 0. So 0 equal to, so what you are getting, limit s tends to infinity, s into x of x of s minus, anyway this is anyway constant. If you apply the limits, you will get the same value, that is x of 0. Okay, so that means or otherwise we'll apply the limits. Okay, over here. So limit s tends to infinity x of 0. Okay, so if you move it to this side, so what you are getting, limit s tends to uh, as means so this is anyway, you can say x of 0. Okay, x of 0. So that means so x of 0, so what you got, limit s tends to infinity, s into x of s. Okay, so this one you can write as x of 0 is nothing but, as s tends to infinity, t tends to what, as frequency and time domain both are reciprocal, so as t tends to 0, x of t, so this is nothing but x of 0. Okay, equal to limit s tends to infinity, s into x of s. Okay, so this is the initial value theorem. This is the initial value theorem. So like this, you have to prove the initial value theorem. Okay, so I think you are clear. Is it okay? Okay, so next we will go for the next theorem, that is final value theorem. Okay, so final value theorem. Final value theorem. So if you see the final value theorem, it states that x of t and its derivative, its derivative. Okay, what is its derivative? Dx of t by dt. Okay, or Laplace transformable. Okay, Laplace transformable. Then 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 limit t tends to infinity, x of t tends to infinity, x of t tends to infinity, x of t equal to what? limit s tends to 0 s into x of s. S into x of s. Okay. So you need to prove this one. You need to prove this one. Okay. So that means so final value of a signal. So this is equal to what? This is equal to x of infinity. X of infinity equal to, as limit t tends to infinity, x of t, that is equal to limit s tends to 0 s into x of s. S into x of s. You need to prove this one. Okay. So when you prove this one, so as you know, the Laplace transform of x of t, dx of t by dt equal to what? S into x of s minus x of 0. Okay. So by taking by taking limits s tends to 0, okay, on both sides of above equation so what you are getting, limit s tends to 0, Laplace transform of dx of t by dt, okay, equal to limit s tends to 0 s into x of s minus x of 0. Okay, either x of 0 or x of 0 minus. Okay, so mm, apply the limit, apply the Laplace transform. Okay, if you apply the Laplace transform, what you are getting, limit s tends to 0 integration 0 to infinity dx of t by dt e power minus st dt. So this is equal to limit s tends to 0 s into x of s minus x of 0. Okay, now so you bring this limit inside the integration. So what you are getting, integration 0 to infinity dx of t by dt, limit s tends to 0 e power minus st dt, e power minus st dt. So this is limit s tends to 0 s into x of s minus x of 0. Okay, so now so if you apply the limits for this limit s tends to 0 e power minus st. So if you apply the limits, what you are getting, e power minus 0. So that means 1 by e power 0 equal to what? 1. So this value is 1. Okay. Anyway, integration and differentiation get cancelled. So that means both are inverse. So that means you are getting the function x of t between the between the interval 0 to infinity. Okay, so this is equal to limit s tends to 0 s into x of s minus limit s tends to 0 x of 0. Okay, so that means x of infinity, if you apply the limits, x of infinity minus x of 0 equal to limit s tends to 0 s into x of s. Again, this is if you apply the limits, anyway it is constant, you are getting x of 0. Okay, so that means you are getting x of 0 here, x of 0 in LHS and x of 0 in RHS both get cancelled. So that means what you are getting, x of infinity equal to limit s tends to 0 s into x of s. Okay, so what is this x of infinity? As the limit t tends to infinity x of t, as the limit t tends to infinity x of t. So what you are getting, x of infinity, that is equal to s tends to 0 s into x of s. Okay, s into x of s. So like this you have to prove the initial value and final value theorem. Is it okay? Any doubts in this, students?
No, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so with this we completed the proofs. Okay, properties of Laplace transform and their proofs. Okay, so next we will see Laplace transform of the basic signals. Okay, so one-sided or unilateral Laplace transform of some commonly used signal. Okay, so commonly used signal. So what is Laplace transform? Laplace transform of x of t equal to what? Integration. Suppose if it is a unilateral signal, unilateral Laplace transform 0 to infinity. If it is a bilateral Laplace transform, the integration is from minus infinity to infinity. Okay, so so x of t e power minus st dt. Okay, e power minus st dt. So first we will see the Laplace transform of impulse signal. Okay, so impulse function or impulse signal, impulse function, impulse function. So if you see the impulse function, so x of t equal to what? Del of t. Okay, x of t equal to del of t. So how we will define this impulse function? Del of t. Okay, this is like a Dirac delta function. It is defined only at t equal to 0. No, so del of t equal to 1 for t equal to 0 and 0 for t not equal to 0. Okay, so this is nothing but so you can define you can in the waveform, so you can define this one is 1. Okay, so that means this is del of t, so amplitude is 1 and this is nothing but t. Okay, so this is a waveform wave representation of a impulse function. Now we have to apply the Laplace transform of this impulse function. So what you are getting? Laplace transform of del of t, Laplace transform of del of t, that is equal to x of s equal to integration 0 to infinity del of t into e power minus st dt. Okay, so this is equal to so it is defined only at t equal to 0. So that means it is defined only at t equal to 0. So that means so that is that value becomes 1 into e power minus st at t equal to what? 0. T equal to 0. So that means so if you apply e power minus 0 equal to what? 1. Okay, so that means so if you see the ROC, region of convergence, ROC is entire S plane. Okay, so this is sigma and this is j omega axis and this is S plane. So ROC for this delta function is all of S. ROC is for all of S. Okay, so total S plane. It is defined all the so all over the S plane. So this is the ROC of del of t. So that means Laplace transform of del of t equal to what? 1. Need to remember this. Laplace transform of del of t equal to what? 1. Okay. Impulse function. So Laplace transform of del of t is 1. So next function, step function. Step function. Okay. Is it okay? The Laplace transform of del of t. Is there any doubts in this? Please respond. Students?
No, sir.
Yeah. So next we'll see the basic function, that is the step function. So how you will define step function? X of t equal to u of t. X of t equal to what? U of t. So how we will define this step function? So u of t equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0, 0 for t less than 0. Okay, this is nothing but defining of unit step function. So that means how, so pictorially if we define, so that means this is a unit step function. So this is u of t and 0. Okay, this is 1. This is the signal t. Okay, so you need to calculate the Laplace transform of u of t. Okay, so Laplace transform of u of t equal to, so that this is x of s integration minus infinity, this is unilateral function, so that is from 0 to infinity u of t into e power minus st dt. Okay, u of t into e power minus st dt. So what is that value? So it is defined from t greater than or equal to 0. That value is what? 1. Okay, so that means integration 0 to infinity 1 into e power minus st dt. Okay, 1 into e power minus st dt. So this is equal to, you can write integration of e power ax by a. So okay, so that means e power minus st divided by minus s between the limits 0 to infinity. So anyway, minus 1 by s is constant. You can bring it outside. So if you apply the limits, what you are getting? E power minus infinity minus e power 0. E power minus infinity minus e power 0. Okay, so that means minus 1 by s, 1 by s. E power minus infinity is how much? 0, no? Okay, so that means e power minus infinity, 1 by e power infinity. So this is 1 by infinity. This is equal to what? 0. Okay, so 1 by infinity is 0, minus e power 0 is how much? 1. Okay, so minus into minus plus, so that means what you are getting, this is equal to 1 by s, 1 by s. So what is ROC? ROC is real part of s, real part of s is greater than 0. This is the ROC. So real part of s is greater than 0. Okay, so Laplace transform of u of t, u of t equal to what? Equal to 1 by s. Okay, 1 by s. Okay, so what is ROC? So ROC, if you draw, so this is sigma and this is j omega. Okay, so this is s plane, s plane. So where s equal to what? Sigma plus j omega. Okay, so ROC is this one is the ROC. ROC. So ROC is the real part. So what is the real part for S plane? Sigma is the real part. Sigma greater than 0. It is defined only at sigma greater than 0. So this is the ROC of unit step function. Next, ramp function. Ramp function. So ramp function, if you see, x of t equal to t into u of t. So that is nothing but r of t. You can define r of t equal to t into u of t. Okay, so that means r of t equal to what? T into u of t. So this is equal to t for t greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for t less than 0. Okay, so you can define the ramp function. So this is this is linearly increasing. Okay, so this is nothing but r of t. Okay, so this is t. Okay, linearly increasing. So if you apply means you apply the slope, slope over there, you are getting t. Okay, so it is defined from 0 to t, that is t. Okay, so now you have to find out the Laplace transform of, in terms of u of t, that is defined t into u of t. Okay, so t into u of t, that is equal to x of s, that is equal to sigma 0 to infinity t into u of t, e power minus st dt, u of t into e power minus st dt. Okay, so anyway, from 0 to infinity, what is the u of t value? 1, no? So that means 0 to infinity t into 1 into e power minus st dt. Okay, so uh, so now so this is like two functions, no? So integration 0 to infinity t into e power minus st dt. So integration of u v dx equal to u into integration of v dx minus integration of du by dx, integration of v dx again whole dx. Okay, whole dx. So this you can apply. So what you are getting? So this is equal to t into integration 0 to infinity e power minus st. Okay, this is first function and this is second function. Okay, u and v. Okay, so e power minus st, t into e power minus st minus integration of d by dt of t 0 to infinity integration 0 to infinity e power minus st dt again whole dt, whole dt. Okay, so this is equal to t into e power minus st, e power minus st by minus s between the integral 0 to infinity. Okay, sorry, here between this integral, between this integral. Okay, t is anyway constant, t into that integral, e power minus st by minus s minus integration 0 to infinity. So d by dt of t 1, no? So 1 into e power minus st by minus s between the integral uh, 0 to infinity. Okay, so Otherwise, before applying the integrals, you can apply, you can uh, you can apply the integration one more time. So what you are getting, so one more time if you apply the integration, so that means here what you are getting, e power minus st by minus s. Okay, so minus into so one more time if you apply the limits here, what you are getting, e power minus infinity. Anyway, e power minus infinity, e power minus infinity minus e power 0. Okay, so anyway this value you are getting 0. Okay, so if you apply here, so 0 to infinity e power minus st by minus of minus plus s square. So s square you are getting. Okay, so s square you are getting after applying the integration. So between the limits 0 to infinity. Okay, so between the limits 0 to infinity. So here anyway you are getting 0. Okay, so 0 minus uh, so e power minus infinity is 0 minus e power 0 is 1, 1 divided by s square. Okay, so that means minus of minus plus, so what you are getting 1 by s square. Okay, so that means Laplace transform of t into u of t equal to what, 1 by s square. Okay, so t into u of t is 1 by s square. So ROC is same as unit step function. ROC is real part of s is greater than 0. So that means sigma is greater than 0. Okay, so that is the Laplace transform of ramp signal. Okay, so Laplace transform of ramp signal is what, 1 by s square. Okay, so next Laplace transform of a parabolic function. Parabolic function. So what is the Laplace transform of parabolic function? X of t equal to t square into u of t. T square into u of t. Okay. So that means so Laplace transform of t square into u of t. Okay. This is equal to integration 0 to infinity t square into u of t e power minus st dt. Okay, so this is anyway from 0 to infinity, this value is 1, integration 0 to infinity t square into e power minus st dt, t square into e power minus st dt. Again, if you apply this one, so if you apply the by parts, t square into integration of 0 to infinity e power minus st dt minus integration of 0 to infinity d by dt of t square integration 0 to infinity e power minus st dt whole dt. Okay, so anyway this is t square e power minus st by minus s between the interval 0 to infinity minus 0 to infinity. This is integration of t square is 2t e power minus st by minus s. Okay, uh, so anyway this part is 0. So minus of minus plus. Okay, so plus 2. Okay, so if you apply again t into e power minus st, how much you got, 1 by 2 by s if you take outside. Okay, so t into e power minus st previously you got, no? So minus into minus plus 2 by s. Okay, 2 by s. So integration 0 to infinity t into e power minus st, what you are getting, 1 by s square you are getting. Okay, we already seen for the ramp signal. Okay, so that means for the parabolic signal what you are getting, 1 by s cube. Okay, so 1 by s cube. So Laplace transform of t square into u of t equal to what, 2 by s cube, and ROC is real part of s is greater than 0. Same thing, real part of s is greater than 0. So like this, you have to calculate the Laplace transform of parabolic signal. Okay. So we have seen the Laplace transform of basic function, that is impulse function, step function, ramp function, and parabolic function. Okay. So next, Laplace transform of real exponential. Real exponential. Real exponential. So that means x of t equal to what? E power. So x of t equal to e power at into u of t. E power at into u of t. Okay. So this one already said, already explained in the first class. So e power at into u of t. Okay. So this is equal to what? Integration 0 to infinity e power at into u of t into e power minus st dt. E power minus st dt. So anyway, from 0 to infinity, what is this value? This value is 1. Okay. So that means 0 to infinity e power at e power minus st into dt. Okay. So this I can write as integration 0 to infinity e power minus s minus a into t dt. S minus a into t into dt. So e power ax. What is the integration of e power ax? The integration of e power ax dx equal to what? E power ax by a. Okay. Same thing. Here I am writing e power minus s minus a into t by divided by minus of s minus a between the integral 0 to infinity. Okay. So anyway, minus 1 by s minus a is constant. Okay. So e power minus s minus a into t between the integral 0 to infinity. Okay. So you need to apply the limits. So whenever you are applying the limits, s minus a e power minus infinity minus e power 0. Okay. So this is equal to minus 1 by s 0 e power minus infinity is 0 minus 1. Okay. So minus of minus. So 1 by s minus a. Okay. So what is ROC? So this is the Laplace transform of e power at into u of t, real exponential. Okay. So ROC is what is ROC? Real part of s is greater than a. Then only the given Laplace transform exists. Okay. Similarly, Laplace transform of e power minus at u of t. Okay. Equal to what? 1 by s plus a. 1 by s plus a. What is ROC? ROC is a real part of s is greater than minus a. Okay. These signals you need to remember. Okay. So real exponential e power at u of t is 1 by s minus a, and e power minus at into u of t is 1 by s plus a. Okay. Is it okay, students? Can you respond? Students. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So next is complex exponential. So we've seen the real exponential, no? Now complex exponential. So if you see the complex exponential, x of t equal to e power j omega t u of t. X of t equal to e power j omega t u of t. So now x of s equal to what? Laplace transform of e power j omega t u of t. Okay. So this is equal to integration 0 to infinity e power j omega t u of t into e power minus st dt. Okay. So this is equal to integration 0 to infinity. Anyway, this is 1 between the interval 0 to infinity. So e power j omega t e power minus st dt. Okay. So this you can write as integration 0 to infinity e power minus of s minus j omega into t dt. S minus j omega into dt. Okay. So now you can write, so if you apply the limits e power ax by e power x by a. So that means e power minus s minus j omega into t divided by minus of s minus j omega between the interval 0 to infinity. Okay. So anyway, minus 1 by s minus j omega is constant. So you can bring it outside. So e power minus infinity is how much? E power minus infinity is 0. Again, e power 0 is 1. Okay. So directly applied the limits. This is equal to what? 1 by s minus j omega. Okay. So that means Laplace transform of e power j omega t u of t equal to 1 by s minus j omega such a way that real part of s. So what is ROC? Real part of s is greater than 0. Similarly, Laplace transform of e power minus j omega t u of t equal to same thing. So here plus is there means remember you will get in minus over here. Here minus means you are getting plus s plus j omega ROC is the real part of s is greater than 0. Okay. So this is how you can find out the Laplace transform of given signal. Okay. So complex exponential. Okay. So we'll see the Laplace transform of two functions, that is sine function and cosine function, and we will stop the class. Uh, so Laplace transform of sine function, sine and cosine function, sine function and cosine function. So what is sine function? X of t equal to cos omega t and omega t u of t, and sine function sine omega t u of t. Okay. So this is sine function and cosine function. So first of all, I want to find out the Laplace transform of a cos function. Okay. So cos omega t u of t, cos omega t u of t. So cos theta equal to what? E power j theta plus e power minus j theta divided by 2. No. So if you want to represent the cos function in terms of exponential function, so here you can represent cos theta as e power j theta plus e power minus j theta by 2. Okay. So that is the Laplace transform of e power j omega t plus e power minus j omega t divided by 2 into u of t. Okay. So this is 1 by 2 constant. So bring it outside. So e power j omega t u of t. Okay. Plus Laplace transform of e power minus j omega t u of t. Okay. U of t. So previously we have seen what is the Laplace transform of exponential function? Complex exponential e power j omega t u of t is 1 by s minus j omega, and e power minus j omega t u of t is nothing but 1 by s plus j omega. So apply those functions. Okay. So that is 1 by 2 1 by 2 1 by s minus j omega. E power j omega t u of t is nothing but 1 by s minus j omega, 1 by s plus j omega. Okay. So 1 by 2 a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square, no, s square minus, so s square minus j square value is how much? Minus 1. So minus of minus plus. So what you are getting? S plus omega square. S square plus omega square. Okay. Again cross multiply s plus j omega plus s minus j omega. Okay. So this one cancel. So anyway, what you are getting? 1 by 2 into 2s divided by s square plus omega square. Okay. 2 get cancelled. So what you are getting? So this is equal to s by s square plus omega square. Okay. So this is the Laplace transform of what? Laplace transform of cos omega t u of t. Cos omega t u of t. Okay. So what is the ROC? Real part of s is greater than 0. So this is the ROC for the given signal. Okay. Similarly, Similarly, if you apply the Laplace transform of sine omega t, okay, so that means so you can write over here. So cos omega t u of t having the Laplace transform. So what you got? S by s square plus omega square. Okay. So ROC is a real part of s is greater than 0. Okay. Okay. This is the Laplace transform for cos omega t. Now sin omega t, if you see, okay. So that is I'm giving a homework. You can do based on this. So if you apply the Laplace transform, so what you will get? Omega by s square plus omega square. Okay. So cos means s by s square plus omega square, and sin means omega by s square plus omega square. So ROC is a real part of s is greater than 0. Okay. So like this you can find out the Laplace transform of sine function and cos function. Okay. So some more functions are there: hyperbolic sine and cosine function, damped sine and cosine function, damped hyperbolic function. Okay. So three more functions are there. After completing this, we will see some numericals based on this Laplace transform. Okay. So numericals problems based on this Laplace transform. So after this, we can go for the Z transform. Okay. So